I'm Anil Kumar, and now let us explore some characteristics of quadratic function. The question here is, for each group of quadratic function, state all common characteristics and all different characteristics. So this is an exercise for you so that you can write the characteristics of the function when given in different forms. We are considering quadratic functions. So part 1 is, we have two functions f and g, both are given in vertex form. And in part B, we have two functions h and k, and both are given in standard form. So let's begin by writing the common characteristics. So what do you think are common characteristics for the first set? Since, let's begin with this minus minus, that means both are negative, so they open downwards. So the common characteristics open downwards, right? That is first thing which you can see. Second is different, that is a vertical stretch of 2 is different, but the common is that the vertex. So we have a vertex which is at 3 and minus 4, that is common. We have axis also common, axis is at x equals to 3, I should write, correct? So that is it. So these are the common characteristics which we have. As far as different characteristics are concerned, so we'll say different characteristics are stretch. So the first different structure you see is the vertical stretch. So vertical stretch is different, right? Now you should think like this, that when we have this function, which is, let me sketch it also so that we make things very clear. It is opening downwards 3 and minus 4. So minus 4 is down. So let me have x-axis kind of here, right? So what we have is both the graphs open downwards. At 3 it is minus 4. So kind of here. So they both open downwards, correct? So they do not have, as you can see, any x-intercept. So from this characteristics, we could add a common characteristics that they have no x-intercepts. Now that is a bonus, right? So when you look at it, the other thing is, if you are considering two different graphs starting from the same point but with different stretch factors, it is twice let's say this is 1 and the other one is not that sharp, then what you will notice is that their y-intercepts will be different, correct? Since their stretch factor is different, so we should add they have different y-intercepts. So that is what I wanted to highlight in this case, that these are few things which at times students may miss, but you can write these things without any calculations, right? That is what it is all about. Now let's look into the second set. Now in second set we may have to do some calculations, right? Anyway, what we see common here is obviously y-intercept. So we say y-intercept is common, which is equals to 1, because h of 0 and k of 0 is 1. So y-intercept is common for sure. Now we are not sure about the other characteristics which could be common. So what we will do here is that we will investigate to find their roots. You can find the x's, for example, and then we hope that we'll get most of the things different. What we can do here is that we can calculate the roots, right? So let's calculate the roots for each and then write down different and common characteristics. So for h of x, x value will be minus b, which is 3, plus or minus square root of 3 square is 9, minus 4 times ac, which is minus 2 times 1, divided by 2a, which will 2 times minus 2. So now you can use the calculator also. Well, we know, yeah, let's use the calculator, but we can write approximate value. Okay, we'll write. So we have 3 plus minus, and here 4 times 2 is 8, and that too with positive sign, so square root of 17, right, divided by minus 4. For k of x, the two roots will be at minus b, which is 4, plus minus square root of b square, which is 16, minus 4 times 1, right, and divided by 2 times a is 2, so it is 4 plus minus square root of 12 divided by 2, right? So we find that the roots are totally different. So now we can write all differences. So it is different in so many different ways. So what x is different? X is different. All of the characteristics are different, including the vertical stretch. So the different characteristics are, we could write vertex, x-intercepts. Both have two intercepts, right? Intercepts. And axis. So these are all different, and they both open in opposite direction, right? In opposite direction, open in opposite direction. So these are all different. You can quickly find the x's also. X's for h of x, for example, will be at x equals to minus b by 2a. So minus of this, which is 3, over 2 times this, which is 4, but minus. So that is the x's for first one. The x's for the other one is 4 over 2, which is at 2, right? So this x's is at 2 for the other one. I mean the k. So these are the two different x's, but so these are all the characteristics which are different. So you don't really have many similarities here. I mean, only one for sure, which is the y-intercept. I hope with this analysis it becomes very clear how to find characteristics of a function when they are given in standard form or in vertex form. Thank you and all the best.